Day 76 of 100, and we're back. Gonna hopefully add decimal support, which we don't have currently at this time. We fixed the state issue. I'm really happy with. That works nicely. Sweet! We got negative integer support. Trying to think now. I wonder if we should... They're all buttons, aren't they? Yeah. So if I said button pressed, then it could be like either one or clear. That. Where else? Hmm. Okay, need to see. Button press. Yeah, okay, that works. Okay, so that's working nicely. What I do need now is add the decimal in. How are we gonna add that logic in? What is the button even? It's a decimal. Okay. So we need to do if event.target.id equal to decimal, then first thing we need to do. So if it's null, if value is null, if this.state.value is null, then you want to set state value to be 0.5. Why did I say? Is it 0 point? Yeah. Let's see if that'll work, because that should still technically, it should display as that, but will it? No, it didn't. Okay. You know what we have to do? We have to set value as a string now, I think. Gonna have to do that. And then wait for the next digit to be added. And then hope that changes it to, like, process it elsewhere, basically. Happens. So if we hit the decimal is pressed, the current value is fine. Oh, but the display value doesn't update. So we need to update the display value whenever decimal is pressed. So we just call display value. Oh. There we go. Okay, so if I hit decimal, there we go, point. Need to add some logic now for it to see that there was a decimal, because when we get into the number, right? Yeah. It's taking the value plus the number. Maybe we should pass it as a float, because int will destroy it. Am I using parseInt anywhere else? Gotta be careful about that. I think we should deal with it as a float, because when it comes in as a float, when you pass int, it's just gonna throw it away because it rounds it to the nearest number. Wait, we're already on 0. What am I doing? So 0.5. Oh, that worked. 0.5 times 3 equal to 1.5. Hey, that worked. Divided by 8. 0.75 minus 1. Ah ha ha. 0.75. Okay, only works if you. Okay. Maybe we can solve this by, if the value is 0, do nothing. If the button is 0 and state is 0, do nothing. Maybe that will solve this issue. This keeps replacing the number. So. else if early today as well. Yes, what's up, Ronnie? So we do else if this dot state dot value. Wait, what makes it 0 to begin with? The display is 0. I think it's null. Yeah, it is null. Okay, hold on, we gotta rethink this. Because when it gets in the first time, if this dot state dot value is null, which it is, this is actually interesting. I never thought about this. The 0 we see is not actually. Wait, what? Wait, where am I clicking? Button press 0. How am I clicking on 0? Was. Wait. Are you serious? So if you click on the. Weird. If you hit 7, now you click there. Oh, because it's looking at the inner HTML. Haha! We discovered a bug or a glitch. If you click on the number in the display, it will input that. It will treat it as you clicking on that button. Okay. I can change that by just changing my event listeners. I added them to calculator. I think I should add them only to buttons, not calculator, not to the LCD. So buttons and buttons. There we go. That should solve that problem. Let's see. Got an 8. Wait. That's not a button though, so why is it reacting to it? LCD. What the? Why is it reacting to that? Like, why you do this? Wait, glitching again? Let's reload the page. Try again. The hell? Where'd it go now? Modified React error. This wasn't an issue yesterday, why is it an issue now? The fuck? This. What happened now? Now my CodePen's not working because CodePen has an issue? I changed literally nothing. Modified React error number 227. What does that mean? Use a non-modified environment for the full error message and additional helpful warnings. It was just working. What the f... How does that work? Does that even work? Does that work? How does that work? How do you just work one moment? You can't tell me it's because I changed calculator to buttons. It was just working, and then reload the page, and then stopped working. Wait, there is an error here, but it was working before as well. That's weird. Line 132. Hold on. Line 132. What was I doing here? Oh, is this when I was trying to do it? Okay, I see what's going on here. I added an else if without a condition, because I was going to add a condition and I realized. There we go. Back again. Does that mean that I fixed the issue initially? That was weird because it rendered fine and then... Anyway, let's see. Okay, cool. So clicking here does nothing. Great. Awesome stuff. Cool. So for running the logic I'm trying to do now is add support for decimals. So you can see I could go 0.5, and now I've got fractions. I had to change my parse int. Remember that it passes a string to an integer. I had to change it to a float, because obviously with float values as parse int it's just going to completely wipe them. So that seems to be able to give me this, and then I could go 0.5 times, let's say 3, gives us 1.5, which is great. The issue that I have now, I can't go minus 0 point. It's not adding the point when I click the point to the 0. Which is weird, because if I just do the point normally then it adds it. But that's the logic that I added anyway into the code, so I just gotta figure out the logic. Currently the logic I have is, if the value is null, the value is gonna be 0 plus a decimal, because null is actually 0. So that's fine. Oh, that's why. So instead of making it null only, we null or this.state.value equal to 0. There we go. That should work for both cases. Okay. So let's try that again. I should be able to go 0.5, great. Let's say times 3 gives us 1.5 minus 0.25. Okay, that's working. 1.25, brilliant. There was another case. Just gotta figure out now. Okay, and it doesn't allow me to add decimals anywhere else, which is great. Is that how a calculator works? Wait, let me check. 1.2525. If I try to add a decimal, yeah, it ignores the decimal, great. What happens if we try to add multiple decimals? Okay, we can't. There will only ever be one, great. What else? Negative 5.2. Okay, wait. Negative 5 point. Okay, you need to be able to add. Okay, I think I got it. So that's the one check. I wonder if I should make it an else if or just another if. It's going to be basically if this dot state dot value dot to string where was it again? I don't remember. Somewhere here? Oh, right, it was here. It was here. Wait, we'll always know it's at the end, right? The decimal will always be at the end. Hold on. So we just need to check what's at the end of the string. Ends with. I think ends with works. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna do, so we convert it to a string. So this dot state dot value to string dot ends with, and if it ends with a decimal, wait, if it doesn't, if not this dot state dot value dot ends with a decimal, then we're going to this dot set state value to be whatever the value is, this dot state dot value. I think we have to pass it as a string, and then we need to pass it as a float. So to string plus we add the decimal. Try switch maybe? Yeah, but there's only going to be 2. So to have an entire switch just for 2 statements. I think that should be fine, and then we just wrap this in a pass float, and that should be fine. Let's see. So if it's null or 0, we just add a decimal after the value. Otherwise, if it doesn't end in a decimal, then we can call... Wait, hold on. Something's wrong here. Where's the closing? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's try it out. Let's see what happens. Make or break, baby. Line 149, we have an error. Why? Did I forget to close something? Oh, that's why. I need a thingy here, but there's still something wrong. Hold on. If... Wait, where's your closing if statement? There. What's that? That's there. What's this? There. Something's still wrong. Hold on. If... Where's your closing? Oh wait, that's for the entire if. Right, that's fine. Opening and closing if, that's great. Opening and closing bracket, that's great. Opening and closing, okay, so this if is fine. This if, opening and closing. Opening and closing there. This dot set state. Wait, it should be fine, but what's wrong then? Oh, here, what's going on here? Oh, I think I accidentally closed something at some point. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. Cool! Let's see now. So I should be able to add a decimal anywhere now. 5 point... Okay, that didn't work. 5. When we hit the decimal, what happens? Button press decimal, but it didn't add. Why? If event.target.id is decimal, which it is, and if not, this.state.value.toString.ends with a decimal, then take this.setState and update the value, pass it as a float, this.state.value.toString. So if it's 5 plus a dot, a decimal. Oh, hold on. Is it removing it because it doesn't need to be a float? Pass float 5 point. There's no O. Okay, that's why. Okay. So it's working, but we don't have a decimal in there. How does Windows Calculator do it? Does it display it before or after? So 5 point. Okay, it shows it immediately. Okay, so what we need to do is... Maybe we shouldn't pass float it. Oh, we don't need to. We don't need to. It gets done in the... Yeah. All we do is this.state.value2string plus the decimal. That gets done somewhere else. And then update the display to show the decimal. So 5 point. Brilliant. So we got 5 point as a string. When we hit 0, it's going to convert it. Okay. Windows Calculator will still show the 0 though, so we have to be careful for that. How do we make sure that pass float keeps the decimal? Or keep trailing zeros, etc. You can use toFixed. Only thing is that we don't want two spaces. So what does my calculator currently do? You hit 5 point, you hit another 5, that's fine. Okay, so that works great. But if you do 5.0, you get 5. I could do 2 fixed, 1, but then I'm worried it's actually going to end up removing. But where the fuck did times go? How did we break our multiply now? That's new. 5. What's our current value? We hit 5, current value is 5, display value is 5, hit multiply. Wait, hold up. AC, all clear, doesn't clear the operation. What? I love it. Love what? Oh, that's why. We didn't set it up to clear operation. Operation? No. No, I just never added, I never added the clearing of the operation. I only realized now. There we go. So now if you have 5 times, so there's multiply there, and then if I hit AC, okay, it wipes everything, good. Now I just gotta figure out why this is new. That's new. 5 divide. So when you hit one of the math operators now, what did I change in the math operators? Was this broken since yesterday and I only picked it up now? If there's an operation, it runs this.equals. Is that what's happening right now? 5. There's no operation. Divide. There wouldn't be an operation yet. Maybe there would be. Let's see if it gets into equals. Log potato. So if we get a potato, we know that it's running the equals first. So 5, well 4, divide. Okay, so it's not giving us a potato. What does that mean? It means we don't eat today. It also means that the issue lies here, in the function that Virani gave to us, because Virani broke things for us. So what is going on here? If the previous state value is not null, but it is going to be null, so it's going to get here. Let's just confirm that. So when we first start out, okay, everything is null. We hit 5, previous value is null, current value is 5. We hit the function. Previous value is 5, current value is null. But not before it's sort as previous value was. But there's an easier way to just check which one it's getting into. Okay. If it breaks here, you get a potato. And if it breaks here, So you get a potato there, Virani. But if it breaks here, then you're going to get a kielbasa. Okay? We good with that? Potato or kielbasa? Let's go. I'm going for kielbasa. Why'd you get me? 8. Okay? And you get a potato. It's you. It's you, Virani. You broke it. Okay. So we know that no one's getting kielbasa today. But that's okay. The issue is potato. It's breaking here. It's setting value to null. Oh, you know why? Where's our... We're not updating the display anymore. I'm pretty sure I used to update the display. So it's null because nothing called update display. And you showed me that I could put it into this thing. I guess I could just put it under there, this .update display. We don't want it for the function. And then your potato problem should be fixed. 5 Wait, the issue was we're not supposed to update the display, right? Because the current value is going to be null. And if you update the display, it's going to show that. Okay. But then what is updating the display then? Then something's updating the display. But what? If this... Oh... You... Chocolates. I just want to check something. I think that's being called every time. So 5 chocolates times potato chocolates. Okay, so it got into that. Good. We know that. I know it will get there. That's not the issue. The issue now is it getting here? That's what I want to know. It shouldn't. We need to find out what's updating this now. 5 times... No, okay, so it's not there. Let's take our chocolates elsewhere then. So this is fine. What else is updating it? We didn't press a decimal. This dot update display. If target ID is equals, but we didn't hit the equals key. So let's find every instance of update display. There's only 5 of them. There's that one, but that needs to be called. There's this one, which is the equals. Oh. Could it be this one? Nope. So it's not this one either. Good. What's the next one? Handle click. Ah. That's when a calculator function is pressed though. Shouldn't be this one. I'm gonna check everyone, even though I know it's not this one, but 5 times, yeah, not that one. Cool. I'm gonna take my chocolates to someone who wants them. Wait, what happened to number 3? Why did we skip 3? Number 3, oh, that was number 3. So number 4 is the numbers one, but we already checked that one. And the 5th one is this one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, found the problem. Found the problem. Chocolates for everyone. All the time. 24/7 chocolates. I have update display outside of this block. It's supposed to be inside of it. Problem solved. Disaster averted. No chocolates for anyone today. Scary, huh? 5 times. Hey, so there was never anything wrong. It's just I had a misplaced thingy. Sorry, Varani, for blaming you and giving you a potato. Definitely feels bad now. 4.4444444. Okay. We need to somehow.
Anti-aware is following the family.
Anti-aware. Thanks for the follow, I really appreciate it. So we discovered something interesting here. We didn't take into account the decimal. The main thing is we need to somehow... This can't happen. This is bad. This is very bad. How do we stop this from happening? I already have a check in place for adding new decimals, but we obviously didn't take into account the wait, we could just use 2 fixed. Just make it bigger. No, I don't want to make it bigger. No, I know I can make it bigger. We need to set a size. In general, there needs to be a limit. Can't we use 2 fixed and then calculate the amount of max decimals that we want to show? So right now I've accounted for 15 digits, right? Oh, there is a limit. You mean internally? In JavaScript there's a limit. You know what I just realized, Varani? Oh my god. Look how small my calculator is. Look how small it is. Because I keep designing for you guys so that you can see. And I keep thinking, hey, it's a decent size. It's freaking tiny! Yeah, I'm gonna make it bigger now. No, you're missing the point. There's a limit for when I add the digits manually, remember? But what about the calculated value? I never put a limit on that. Don't worry about the design. I have a design in mind. This, I just want to get the functionality working first. How do we set a limit? Is there a limit in JavaScript numbers? Does it automatically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15. No, there's no input limit. It's not an input field. The problem is the dot. Oh, is it counting as 16 or whatever? No, but even without the dot, if I take the dot away... But you sure... Is it an internal JavaScript thing? Does JavaScript just not display numbers longer than... whatever? Hmm. I'm just worried what happens if you have too large a number. Yeah, I'm gonna make it bigger. But I also want to make sure... Wait, there's an easy way to test. Let's do like 999 times 99999 times 9. You see what I mean? It's not gonna... There isn't a limit. It's gonna keep going. Do you see what I mean? Do you know how we do that thing where we add the E? You know, for every... Was it a million? Scientific notation? Yeah, it doesn't help if I put a check in. I want to still calculate the number, just... what do you call it? Short format. Exponent, yeah. Do you know how to calculate that? It's already doing it, look! Look! It's already doing it! It did it! After a certain point, but it needs to be this long before it does it. Okay, so let's make it larger. It seems it does it automatically. Let's just pray to the almighty code gods. Because I don't want to get too deep in this, otherwise I would have seriously made a badass calculator, huh? Where's our CSS? Over here somewhere. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Width is at 100%. Calculator width is only one... Wait, what? Did I only make it 120 pixels wide? Well, I think it looked big and fine to me because I'm zoomed in, remember that. But the real size, it's like it's a potato. Okay, so let me make the calculator the width. We're talking about width now. At least 4 times. Let's just scale everything by 4. So that means 480 width, okay. That means 120 height. Oh god, Varani. Oh god, it's thick now, it's a thick boy. The buttons need to be 120 by 120. Oh my god, Varani. Keep it, it's amazing. It is, isn't it? Love it. Fucking love it. Amazing. GG. I hate you. Keeping it small. Deal with it. It's a calculator for ants, okay? Stop hating on my calculator. We should try to make it responsive. How do we make it responsive? What if we use viewport height on the buttons? What if we use percentages? Calculator, right? Height. Can we use a percentage? Wait, that's... Let's see if we actually can get away with percentages, by the way. 100% button size. Amazing! It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would be. Wow. Wow. I'm confused. Why did it break though? It's in a flex direction column. Do I not have flex wrap on? Why is it breaking? I would have thought that it would just expand. What's stopping it from expanding? Oh, okay. 120. That's the width of the calculator. So if I make this 480, the buttons are just going to be 480 wide, yeah. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. So let's make the buttons 33%. So that you can fit 3 of them. There we go. I'm a genius. Look at me. Oh, okay. Maybe the height should be 100%. 33.3. 3. 3, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Oh my god, I actually changed something. How do we get it perfect? Bothering me. If it's just 33.3, then it's not really perfect. Do you see that? I know, OCD. If it was 4, it would be fine. It's 159.833. 159.833 times 3 is 479. We're missing a 0.5. You know what? I don't think it matters. Trademark that shit. All we need to do is add a flex thingy to it. Is it buttons? Yeah, it's buttons. All we do is justify items. Not justify items. Align items. Why does align items break it? What is wrong with you? Why? Okay, it's not justify. I mean, it's not align. Which one is it again? I always get confused. Wait, is that moving it? Rani! Oh, it's in a section, that's why. So that's the display. That's the buttons. I can't believe you're making me do this. Making me break my design. That's the buttons. That has the flex. It has section 1 in it. I think we have to add it to section 1, to be honest. Buttons, section 1. Display, inherit. Height, 100%. Why is it so small now? Display flex. That didn't change anything. Why is your height so small? What made your height so small? Height 100%. Based. Oh, maybe the container needs. That's the LCD. That's the display. That's. I think we have to do it in buttons. We set a height of, let's say, 500 pixels. Which surprisingly does nothing. I'm surprised it does nothing. I'm really surprised. So I can't set height on buttons. Oh, maybe on buttons, button itself. What if I do 200 pixels and remove that height? Yes! Got it. Nailed it! Only problem with setting a static height. Okay, I figured out what the issue is, by the way. The issue is it's 100% of the parent's height. And button's parent is the calculator. So whatever calculator is set to. The calculator is 480 height. We don't have a 480 width. We don't have a height for it. So what height should we do? What's the aspect ratio? I don't know. 480 by 800 pixels? That looks about okay. So now we can do 100%. Only problem is, why are these bigger than the other ones? Pissing me off. And why does adding a flex to it make it weird like that? Anyway, I just wanted to see if I can do this. So now that we have that, can I do... Where's section 1? There it is. Can I do justify content? No, it's not that one. Justify items? Not that one. Was it align content? Nope. One day. Okay, so none of these. You know, I've completely forgotten what my original design was now. Thanks, Ferrani. Appreciate it. What did it originally look like? Weren't there 4 buttons? There were 4 buttons, what the hell? Wait, there were 4 buttons! Wait, what? There were 4 buttons? There was always 4 buttons! We could do 25%! We could get a perfect... I just remembered badly. 25%, look at that. We're gonna have 4 buttons. Oh, amazing, beautiful, stunning, love it. Only problem is, why is it like 5%? Okay, so it's respecting the height, but wait, maybe this needs to have a height. Height 500 pixels. Nope, doesn't give a shit. Okay, so we got the width, we got the height, cool. For button 0, the width needs to be double the normal width. So I'm guessing 50%. And button add, the height needs to be double. How could you get double 100%? Ah. This is gonna be bad. Height 100%. This needs to be 3 buttons wide. 75%. Ronnie, you broke my calculator. Ronnie, you broke my calculator. Do you feel bad? You should feel so bad right now. I hope you feel bad. Can't believe you've done this. Why are the 1, 2, 3, 4s like that? What is wrong with them? Are they special? It's on. He didn't touch these CSS. I was the only one. My CSS was fine until you decided that you wanted them bigger. Oh. Section 4 is a flex. Okay. I see what's going on here. There. Now the plus needs to go there. The moment I turn it into a flex, it just breaks. How do we get the plus there? It's the add, right? 1, 2, 3. What's the second div? Second div is the add. So don't turn it into a... I didn't turn it into a flex, I undid it. It seems we need to change section 4, the width to 75%. But only for the first div. How do we select? Select first child. First child. Did that work? 175. Make it bigger. Let me figure out what the first child is. It was first child. Maybe it has to be div first child. There you go. Okay. So we made them 75%, Varani. Varani, you've messed me up so badly. It was AC divide times and this backspace. Then the last one is 1, 2, 3. The plus needs to be double the height. Where's the plus? Add. The height needs to be double. But you can't affect the height. How do you affect the height? How do we make it bigger? Display? Is it because of this height? No, it's not. Does this height have anything to do with it? No, it doesn't. You know what's weird? When I remove this height away, it does something. Do you see that? Maybe we don't put the height there. But then where do we put the height? In the buttons? All that's doing is freaking pushing it off. You see that? I'm gonna keep trying everywhere until I figure out where I need to put it in. Hey! Found it! What if I do 100% here? Okay. So that does literally nothing. But if we add... Okay, we're getting somewhere. But what is the 100% based off of? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So... if I add height here, that does change it there. Cool. So what if it's a min height of, let's say, 20 pixels, okay? And then you do height 100%. Does that work? No, it doesn't. It doesn't ever get bigger. It's almost like the container that it's housed in, but that would be buttons. And that doesn't make sense. All the buttons are in the button ID. Okay, so what if I set the height there to 200 pixels, right? And then for each section, the height then just gets turned down to, let's say, 25% or whatever. Oh, that didn't change anything. Man, I need a way to scale this. And I thought it would be in buttons, but clearly not. What if we do it in buttons? Buttons? That doesn't work. You could change the buttons height. Let's see if it's responsive now. Doesn't look... It looks like it is. Little bit. Seems to be. So we will change it here. Then we have to go here and set the width to 100%. If I set it to 75%, no, it needs to be 100%. Then the add needs to have a height of 200%. Oh, there you go. But we can't affect its height. It's so annoying. Rah! What is affecting your ability? Okay, so that affects the overall calculator, but it doesn't affect the buttons within. The only thing that we've established is that changing this affects the buttons. And for some reason it only likes a physical value, not a percentage. Width can be a percentage based on the problem, you'll never get the scale right. So essentially if I wanted this to work, for the add button, I would have to make this 100 pixels for it to be twice. Wait, what? Oh, there you go. Now it's twice as long, but now it looks stupid because of the width. For this to be scaled properly, the width needs to be toned down a bit. Either that or the height increased. Let's start at 280. There you go, that looks a bit better. Now the other issue is playing Tetris. How do we get that part there? How do we get you there? I struggled with that last time. Why did you break your calculator? Virani! It was so good, it was, wasn't it? Ah. Fine, it's fine, Virani. We're learning CSS over here. The 0 is twice as big. Wait, what's it supposed to look like again? 0, 1, 2, 3, then the 0. 0 that comes here. Wait, the 0 needs to be twice as large as these two, but it doesn't look like it is it? That's 70. This should be 140, but it's not. Why do I have it as 75 and then it's fine? That's 150. How do I get a double? You would think double is 50, isn't it? Because a normal button is 25% in width, so to get double it should be 50. But then why is it not double? Are you part of other things? Is that why? Is something else affecting you? Section 5? Oh, that's why. Freaking section 5, where are you? Hate you. There we go. You see what needs to happen now? Yeah, I had that because that's how I managed to fix it in the previous CSS. How would you solve it? But you can't have 4 buttons because one button takes 2 height, if that makes sense. See there? And now if only I could just add the plus button and it just warps there magically, but it's gonna be there. You see what I mean? Oh, so close. Why is it on a separate line? What do you mean? How would you have it, the layout? Explain it to me. So buttons are 4, right? So clear, divide, multiply, backspace. They're all, that's 4. Then 7, 8, 9 equals, that's 4. 4, 5, 6 minus, that's 4. 1, 2, 3. Because there's not 4 buttons. Do you know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, and then it's supposed to be plus. Yeah, let me show you the inspiration for this calculator. Can you see this? Do you see what I mean? So it's 1, 2, 3. The plus takes 2 rows height, but which row does it actually start on? Actually, if I add the plus to it, right? So the add 1, 2, 3 plus, and then just make the flex for section 4. Find section 4. Where's section 4? Oh my god. Why does it do that when I add flex to it? Why does adding flex to it break it? I don't understand! Why would adding a flex to it break it? Not inherit percent, and I don't think inherit will help either way. Why would adding a display break it? And I can't do things like flex direction column because you need flex to do that. What else is there? What's causing it to 280? Oh, the height is because of that. How do we make it align to the top? Do you see what I mean? With flex it's easy, but adding flex breaks the width and the height, which is annoying. They shouldn't be? So it should be 1, 2, 3? That's what I had it before, but you said don't. Why were they separate? So 1, 2, 3 by itself and then plus by itself? In one dick. Sounds amazing. So you think wrap this in a div like this? But then it goes under, do you see? Go there. You know what I just realized? I think it's because they're in a div that we're getting this issue. Yeah, there you go. Give me a moment. I think I got this. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? You ready? Are you ready for this magic? Are you ready? How ready are you? Tell me. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. I really don't think you're ready. If I can just figure out which one it is. Watch. I'm gonna amaze you. It's gonna be so amazing. I just can never get it right. Ah. Oh wait, it's not flex, that's why. Hehe. Display flex. Now we can do it. Where is section? I think it's justify. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Justify for that one, align. Align items. Ah, maybe it is justify, but justify items. I hate this so much right now. Why does justify content work for moving it left and right? Justify content works, so then why won't... How do I get it to affect up and down? I need to go play that Flexbox game. Maybe align self. Oh yes, make it so small. Amazing. See the div. What div? Oh, you know what I just realized? Hold on. Width should be 75%. Oh, but not 75. It's hard to describe. Last time I had to basically cut off the extra... You know what I mean? The width. I know it's not their div, but last time I could align it up. But I get what you mean. So how would we solve that then? Need to organize the divs. Right. So how do we organize the divs then? What do we put into where? It's like playing freaking Tetris here. It looks almost good. It's almost working, Veroni. Put section 5 into that div. Into what div? Into the div of section 4? Wait, so move the entire div, section 5, and put it into section 4. Okay, so something like this then. Yes, amazing! Put them on top of each other. Love it. If I don't do display flex, look at that. Then it almost works, huh? Show me your structure. It's all a mess right now. Here's my structure right here. You saw it. I'm gonna send it to you on Discord, the original structure. Oh. You mean the image? In elements on hover. What? What? What are you talking about? In elements on hover. When you look into HTML. Oh, you mean here? You're talking about this? You know it's the same as this, right? They're all just 4 buttons in a div. Section 1, 4 buttons. Section 2, 4 buttons. Section 3, 4 buttons. Section 4. 4 and 5 is where the issue is, because you've got 3 buttons, then the plus needs to take the height of 2, and then you've got 0 that takes the width of 2, and then you've got a decimal. I need to see only bottom rows. Okay, so these bottom rows. Can I just send you this thing on Discord? It's going to be easier. Of my structure. What it originally was before you broke it. Just kidding. I'm already freaking out. Are you getting anxiety? Here you go. Might be a bit too long. Oh no, it's fine. Send me a code pen of what I'm working on currently. I need to play with it. Okay. Done. Why doesn't what work? Your app? What do you mean? Try reload. I saved some changes now. Maybe it didn't push the changes. If I can make this height for these 3 buttons, I think that's why I had them in separate divs. You know what I need? I set this to 75%, the container size, the width. But now I need the contents of that to fill up. Actually, what if I do width 75%? Damn it. I feel we're so close to... There's now section 4. That's the max that you can achieve. No, actually, that should be 100%. Then the max that you can achieve in test be 75%. Not 750, 75%. So that's that. And then the buttons inside of that. Should be... That doesn't change anything. Sucks. So that needs to be 100%, so that can be the full width. This needs to be 75%, good. But then the buttons inside of it need to be 100% of that container. I think they need to be in another div. Which is crazy, but I mean, if it works, it works. That still doesn't change anything. Because the store doesn't for 100%. Because of the buttons being 25% instead of like 50, like 100%. Something to do with that, maybe. Huh. Hey, I think I just solved it. Hopefully. Yeah, I did. Okay, getting somewhere. So then that has a max of 3 of them, and they don't go larger than that. And now the next one, this div here, just needs to have a call it test 2. It needs to have a width of just one of the buttons. But no more than that. And how did we cap that the first time? Oh, by setting the width to 25. And then we needed to change the button to have a width of 100%. There you go. So then that div is no larger than that. And that div's no larger than that. Okay, now that we've done that, now they need to be in a flex. So section 4 needs to be a flex. There we go. Now test's height needs to be like 50%. Oh, did that actually work? Seems to have actually worked. Yeah, it did. Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay. Great. Now the only thing stopping you is section 4 itself. Now section 5, the only thing stopping you width 75%, and then fix your buttons to be like that. Now you should theoretically be able to get up there. If I do just waiting for it to like slot in place. Oh man. How nice would that be? Where'd the buttons go? What? They just disappeared. What if I add them there? Okay, it's part of test. Part of test. But what if I do flex wrap? So flex wrap wrap. But do a width of 25. So 50? Of 75. Getting so close. I can feel it. Flex direction. Column. The layout look like again? So it's 1, 2, 3. The 0 and the decimal need to be under. Flex wrap maybe? This is the closest I've got it. What if I set a Z index? It's like we just have to tell it, hey, move up. Like literally top. Move. Move! Just come up a bit. Wait, what if we put section 5 before section 4? Will it wrap down there? Oof, no. So close! Ah! That is literally so close. Oh my god. So close. So close. I think I'm gonna have to end it here for now. Come back at this at another time. Such a pity. Section 4. Why you gotta be like this? Section 4 doesn't care. I think it's this one, to be honest. Oh man. So close yet so far. I've said it before, but what if I add it in there? Like somewhere there. That just has to come down, that's all. Not that. Section 4? Something. But yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow, I'm sure. Maybe Varani will even surprise us with something. But yeah, I'm gonna have to be off. I will see you guys on the next stream. Whew! Definitely happy with the progress. And we'll have to see where it takes us from here. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And I will see you next time. Let's just make a backup of our previous ESS, shall we? In case something goes wrong. There we go. Cool! We're good. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.